first of the month. It's June 1st, 2025. And I couldn't let this day go by without coming and talking to my people. So what's up, you guys? So I won't be before you long, like they say in church, honey. Okay, I won't be before you long. But I just wanted to share this thing that I came by today. I was watching a video. I think I was either scrolling Facebook or YouTube or something and watching shorts. You know how like y'all listen. Y'all know how y'all can sit on you on social media and just scroll, child. So that's what I was doing earlier today. And I've kind of been MIA because this is my husband's birthday weekend. He turned 52 this past Friday. And so I've just been kind of like chilling and celebrating him and really just taking advantage of the break, to be honest. We've been kind of just laid up all weekend. We didn't go anywhere. We didn't do anything special. And child, tell me why that was everything. Okay. So y'all, I this is what I did. Okay. So I came across this video and it resonated with me, right? So I recorded what the lady said in the video and put it in ChatGPT. That's what you see in front of you right now. Okay. So ChatGPT took it in, right? And basically just kind of put it in its own words. And so what it says here is this is powerful. Here's a distilled and resonant version you can use as a post, voiceover, or a script, keeping the tone bold, clear, and activating. Okay. So let's let ChatGPT read this to us. Hold on 1 second. I'm gonna mute so that you won't get any type of echo or anything. Okay, so hold on 1 sec. I'll take that back. It's not gonna read it. It's not gonna read it because it's not. See, it'll read. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Why won't it read it? Hold on. This doesn't make sense. Edit. Okay, hold on. Okay, child, I'm gonna read it. Okay, so this is what the lady said, right? Um, let me see. Can y'all see that? Let me make it a little bit bigger, okay? Hold on. Child, that didn't change anything. Okay. Anyways, let me just read it to y'all. Okay, it says, I told you, your biggest breakthrough isn't going to come from hustling harder, journaling more, or polling 10 people for advice. It's going to come from one meeting with you. Now, first of all, how do you have a meeting with yourself? Okay, let's dig deeper. Every version of you. Okay, and here are the versions of you that she mentioned: the child you, the teenage you, the mask you, the broken you, the one who almost gave up, and the future you, the one who's already made it. Okay, so these are the versions of you that are in this room having a meeting, right? So let's just say this is a meeting, you got a round table, and all of these versions of you are sitting there, right? Okay. Okay, they are all in the room. Okay. And they've been waiting for you to show up. Okay. So this is the current you that comes into the room, and all of these other versions of you are there. And now we're having the meeting. Now, here is what to ask them. Okay. And there are 6 questions. Okay. Now, as I read these 6 questions, I want you to imagine that this is you. And in this room is all of these versions of you, including the current you. Okay. So the first question is, what do you need to hear right now? Okay. So this could be some of the versions of you need love. Some of the versions of you need truth. Some just need to be seen. And your job is to listen. Okay. So listen to all of these versions of you speak and tell you what they need to hear right now. Okay. Now, the second question is, What have I been carrying that was never mine? And who asked me to carry it? Okay. And then this person, well, the answer here is let it drop right here, right now. Whatever you were carrying that wasn't yours, right? So, all of these versions of you, whatever that you was carrying, you drop it right now, right here, right now. It is no longer, you're no longer carrying it, okay? So, what was that? What was it that you dropped, right? And who asked you to carry that thing? Number three, if I trusted this was all going to work out, right? Everything's going to work out for you. What would you do next? Like, what if you knew that you couldn't fail? What if you knew that whatever you put your mind to was going to make it, right? It was going to work out. And what would you do next? What would be your next move? And then it says, let the future you answer, because the future you uh, knows what to do. Okay. The fourth question is, which version of me have I been ignoring? But they hold the key. Okay. Which version of you have you been ignoring? But they hold the key. Then the lady in the video says, go back. Go back, get that key, child, okay? And unlock it. Unlock what that is. The fifth question is, what am I afraid to say out loud? Because once I say this thing out loud, everything changes. What would that thing be? And once you decide what that thing is that you are afraid to say out loud, because if you say it out loud, then everything changes. What is it? And then once you identify it, say it and let it break the silence. Okay? Then the sixth question is, what does the version of me who's already arrived refuse to tolerate anymore? So, what if you were who you wanted to be, where you wanted to be? What would you no longer tolerate? And then ask yourself, why are you still tolerating it? And this is what she says in the video. That's the leap. That's the meeting. It's already in session. They showed up. Now it's your turn. You're not stuck. You're just overdue for the most important conversation of your life. That is so deep, okay? Now, obviously, you got to go deep, okay, in order for this to hit deep. But it hit deep for me. But this is what I told ChatGPT to do. I said, Chat, how would this meeting go for me, right? I want to know what Chat's going to say. And I said, script out this meeting as if you were every version of me. Knowing what you know about me, because ChatGPT knows a lot about me. Okay, I trained my chat. Okay. Knowing everything that you know, what I've accomplished, what I've been through, how would this meeting go? Right? How would it go? How would all the versions of me respond? And then this is what ChatGPT said. Let's walk into your boardroom, Delores. The door creaks open, you step in. The table is full. Every seat is taken by you. All these different versions of me and all these different versions of you. So the child Delores would say, this is what it would be like, right? She's swinging her legs, okay? Because you can imagine little low, because that's what they, okay, that's my little nickname, low, swinging her legs, holding a notebook, looking up at you wide-eyed, and she whispers, will anybody believe me? Will anybody see that I'm not what he says I am? She doesn't need advice. She needs to be believed. And the version of me, the current version of me says, and this is, I kneel and I take her hand and I say, I believe you. You are not what he did to you. You are more. And then the little old Lolo, she exhales. And for the first time, she feels safe. And then there's the teen Delores, okay? The teen Delores, she's got fire in her eyes, but a lump in her throat, torn between obedience and outrage. Her voice shakes. If I tell the truth, will I destroy everything? Will God still love me if I see through all this? You don't flinch, you answer. You didn't destroy anything. You exposed what was already broken. And yes, God's love has never tied us to their lies. Her jaw unclenches. She stops hiding behind the doctrine. Ooh, that's deep, y'all. And then there's the young adult Delores, sitting tall, degree in hand, pain in the other, trying to be perfect, trying to outrun the trauma. She leans forward. This is what she says. If I keep proving myself, maybe I'll finally be free. And this is what the current Delores says. You look her dead in the eye and say, you don't have to prove anything. You already are the evidence. Freedom doesn't come after performance. It comes after truth. And she drops both and smiles. Drops both of what? The degree and the pain. The need to be perfect and the trauma. Then the broken Delores is sitting there. She's slumped, eyes tired, voice nearly gone. You can barely hear her. She says, why didn't anyone come for me? You sit beside her, not to fix her, to witness her. You answer softly, I came. I am you. And I never left. She cries, but this time, she's not alone. And then the masked Delores is there, flawless, polished, quoting scripture. She's charming, but distant. She won't look at you. You walk over, pull off her mask, and say, you were never meant to protect the lie. You were meant to break it. She exhales. For the first time in years. No makeup, no mask, just you. And then there's the future Delores. She's radiant. No striving, no fear. She stands. And this is what she says. I've been waiting and watching. You were never disqualified. You were anointed by the breaking. You thought exposure would kill you. It freed you. You thought your story was too much. It was exactly enough. Now stop tolerating delay. Stop negotiating with your calling. Step into it. You're not asking for permission anymore. You're giving notice. And she walks toward you, and the two of you lock eyes. You become her. And the room falls silent. You don't feel fragmented anymore. You feel integrated. Every version of you sits back in peace because you finally showed up. And now the meeting can end. Or better yet, your life, your real life, can begin. Child, when I tell you, that hits. So I want to challenge you guys to do the same thing. Maybe you don't have to put it in chat. You don't have to, do all of that. This was the original post here, or the original verbiage. And but you can use the verbiage that that ChatGPT just cleaned up a little bit. And have this meeting with yourself. Every version of you, the child you, the teenage you, the masked you, the broken you, the one who almost gave up, and the future you who has already made it. And have that meeting with yourself. And I want to know what you come up with. Now, I'm going to do a future video with my actual experience with having this meeting with myself. And I'll share it with you. But for now, I just want to encourage you that all of these versions of you deserve a seat at the table. All of these versions of you are important, and they're all you. Even the masked you. Still you. And she deserves a voice. And so give all of these versions of yourself that voice. And then be there for yourself. Answer those questions for yourself. No one else is going to save you. You're going to have to save yourself. No, it wasn't your fault, what you've been through, the trauma, the hurt, the experiences. But it is your responsibility to heal yourself. So I'm going to let you go and just leave that with you to sit with and to marinate on and to think about. But don't sit on it too long. Have that meeting, and then let your real life begin, where you've honored every part of you, every version of you. It's going to make you who you are meant to be, the future you. Okay? I love you. And remember, you are important to me. I need you to survive. Bye-bye for now.